Sorry about the noise my dog's eating right now, but I feel like when people hear that I live in Italy, they're like, oh, that's really cool. Like, it must be really pretty. Like, it is, but if it kind of gets to the point where you've seen, like, everything so many times. Like, where you live, you see that every day, and I've been here for 5.5 years already, so I've seen the same thing for 5.5 years. And then sports, you go travel, I've seen those places like 3 times already, plus a bit more if I go to travel with my family. So it kind of gets repetitive, like it just gets to another point where it's like, oh, you live in America, like it doesn't seem like that cool anymore once you've seen it so many times. And I think it's something that people get wrong because where I live is not a tourist area, so there's nothing really special. Basically everywhere around me, so like Germany and stuff, and like Austria and Slovenia, I've already seen that more than once. It's not that cool anymore. I got used to seeing it so many times. The one place I haven't been to yet is Greece, and I want to go there, but then again, that it seems kind of expensive to go there. After I go there once, it won't seem as cool anymore, so honestly, I get like, oh, you live in Italy, like Italy, that's so cool. I've always wanted to go there. There is a couple nice places, but it would be nice to just like travel here and not to really live, because there's not really much anything to do when you live here. You've already done everything more than once, and it doesn't seem like cool anymore. So yeah, there's like one good thing about living in Italy or like Europe is because like everything in stores have like the taxes in the prices, instead of like going to a store and the eggs being like $3 and then you have to go bring it up and it's like ends up being like $5 for 6 eggs because of taxes. No, like the 6 eggs you already say $5 on them, including the tax, and if you have enough money for it. And that's what I like about Italy, is because I can go into a store and say I'm only going to spend $20. I can calculate how much stuff I can get in $20 or less without like worrying that there's extra taxes I have to calculate that I don't fully understand. So that's the one thing I like being in Italy, is because I can actually know how much stuff I can get for $20 without like going over the budget for the day. But that's one thing I don't want to like go back to the States, because I have to calculate all the taxes and stuff. Probably end up not having enough money for the like items that I want. Having to go back and put stuff back and being embarrassed for that. But that's why I like being in Italy. That's why I haven't moved back to the States yet. I get to stay here until I'm 21 or until my family goes back to the States, which I'll be 20. So I'll get to stay with my parents until I'm 21, and then I go to college, and then I get to have all the benefits until I'm like 24 or 26, I think. So I said this a couple times already, but I'm 18, and if anyone's wondering, I graduated high school when I was 17 a couple months ago in June, and my birthday's in July, so the timing, I graduated when I was 17, and then exactly a month later I turned 18. Fun fact about me, that's all.